making bail, just taking people and throwing them in a hole and forgetting about it without knowing who's right or wrong is not justice. It's not the solution. If you want to solve crime, you gotta solve the reasons why people commit crime. Now, why would you want to steal a car? Why don't you go and steal some turds of shit, or why don't you go steal like a used senior's napkin? Why would you want to steal it? No, you don't want to steal some napkins. Why? But why do you want to steal like a Porsche or a Mercedes Benz or like a Rolex or like a phone or something like that? You gotta solve, once you solve that question, people are gonna stop stealing, okay? Until you don't solve that question, people are gonna keep on stealing. Forget about that. People are shoplifting food. People are shoplifting the no frills and supermarket and all those places. They can't. They say like you'll be like having like 100 charges every day if you're going to charge shoplifting. The shoplifting laws have failed. Yes, they failed because people are fucking hungry. What are you going to do now? You're going to starve? And the problem is, the poorer you are, the more hungry you get. The more delicious everything seems, the more you kind of develop this freaking unbelievable appetite. And all you have is nothing to eat. Or you got a sandwich, you can go to the shelter and get yourself like a ham sandwich. If you're a practicing Jew, you can get yourself a ham sandwich anytime. If you're a practicing Muslim, you can get yourself a vegetarian ham sandwich. And what else do we have? No water. Truly, Tim Hortons makes you pay 10 cents. You don't have 10 cents, you can't get water. No, you can't get water, okay? They make you pay 10 cents at least for your cup. I've been out in the winter, living on the streets in the winter. Canada is a land of lakes. You can't have a glass of water. Why? Everything's frozen. Okay, back to the ending of the legislation. So we need to fix this whole system by not, you can only fix crime by not fixing symptoms, okay? The depravity of society, the high crime rate is because you gotta fix some fundamental reasons for why people come to crime. About this dollar incentivizing, you want to fix the drug issue, take the money out of it. Really, you take the money out of anything, coke, meth, all those things, they ain't know nothing. Why would somebody, you think all those people who like send you fentanyl and all, they are in it for what? Because they hate people? No, they want fucking money, that's about it. Okay, it's all business, like nothing personal. If I don't do it, somebody else will. So I might as well take up my right as a corporation and get into business of pimping fenties. Right? You got $10, you got a dime? Yeah, dime bags, okay? The green stuff will get you so high, you die, my friend. Yeah. All those issues, you can only solve them when you solve the fundamental issues of the drug peddlers in the white lab coats that have been pimped by the Ministry of Health at the beginning. Okay? Again, the Ministry of Justice has failed to hold any of these pharmaceutical giants accountable. No. Not even close. S.C. Johnson, the guy who made the freaking fentanyl, caused the opioid crisis in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, all the Americans, they didn't pay the fine. They appealed. They went to Oklahoma State and they appealed the fucking thing, okay? And they didn't pay one fucking dime. All they did was pay a hefty lawyer fee, which is again If you have the money, you got justice, so you got, there's no such thing as justice, okay? You can fuck yourself. There's no such thing as justice. There's only, you can get your way in court if you have the money. That guy who killed the children and an old man somewhere in Brampton, Markham, because he was texting and driving, he's out, okay? This is the recipe of how to get you out, or get you off. That's what the legal system has become, a recipe of how to circumnavigate the law. So when you increase bail conditions and you create the problems with bail, what do? You're just incarcerating people who do not have access to money. You do not have, yes, that's about it. If you are charged with a crime today, if you don't have $5,000, very likely you are going to rot in fucking jail waiting for your trial date. Okay? That's what is the implications of Carney's law. That is what the fucking implication of Doug Ford's legislation. That's what the implication of Polyphemus legislation. And the Polyphemus, you're going to fail again, okay? Why? Because you're running from Drumheller. You know what Drumheller is? It's the biggest, I think it's a federal prison or a provincial prison, but it's in Drumheller. And you know why I'm king? Because that's my happy place, my friend. Yeah. Solitary confinement in Shanghai prison is my happy place, okay? So, yeah. Just submit my solitary confinement, sir. I'll be right over there. And get me that happy Tuna Tuesdays. They give you a happy Tuna Tuesdays in solitary confinement in Chinese Shanghai prisons, okay? So likewise, in Drumheller, it's like parked like sardines. You have to bunk up with people and triple, and one guy sleeping on the floor, two guys on the bunk. You can get any kind of drugs if you can have the access and routine. People shoving shit up their ass and then they're taking it out over there. And then you tell the cops will say, sometimes you can't do it, okay? If you don't do it, they're going to tie you up and feed you shit. Have you ever been fed shit? Nah. Yeah. So imagine being tied up in prison and fed shit, unless you shove shit up your ass and take it in, okay? Yeah, you get a whole new take on shit, my friend. At Drumheller. Why? Because you don't have $5,000. So the new thing mantra should be, you don't have $5,000, don't do the crime. First get the money and then do the fucking crime, okay? I think that is what I'm talking about in the imperative of creating good legislation. If you have like this myopic vision of legislation, of creating laws, then you are heading for the recipe of, because there's not enough prisons in this world to incarcerate the whole populace. You understand? Because when people are hungry, they are angry. We are the same people from the time of Pharaoh. Yeah, and the same guy Moses, right to the same time of Yahuwah Mazda, to the same people of the French Revolution. Okay, like I told Karen, the likelihood of the French Revolution is directly proportional to the price of bread. Try that for an economic formula. As soon as the price of bread goes up, the more likelihood you're going to have the guillotine out on the street and all you MPs marched out over there, okay? That's why Polyphia, I think Jesus loves you, my friend. That's why you last, okay? So be thankful and believe in the cowboy song. Some of the best prayers are unanswered, okay? Right? You got me? No? You don't get me? Okay, run from Drumheller. You're going to lose the game. Why? Because of the pen, my friend. You want to increase the bail for and run from a place where the half the fucking population is convicts of Canada, the top 100 of all the convicts of Canada in Drumhella, okay? And he's going to run to make stiffer bail conditions to put them away and throw the key away. We're going to make another complex over here. That's how we're going to increase the thing. And we want to be like correctional guard. There's a whole lot of benefits in being a correctional guard, okay? But by the way, I know all the correctional guards. That's why it's my happy place. Yeah, if you know all the correctional guards, prison can be a happy place, okay? Yeah. I know Jimmy. I used to go learn how to kill people from Jimmy. He's a correctional guard at the Drum House facility, okay? He's a senior correctional guard. How to kill 50 bears. That's why I will be king. You gotta know how to kill people, at least 50 bears. Do you know Charles, like how to kill people 51 fires? Yeah, so Jimmy used to teach me. Say you're doing something wrong over here, Mr. Great. Yeah. Where's the money? Where's the fees? I said, bring the fees. Where's the $9? You know, I'm not doing this for fun, am I? Teaching you how to kill people. So, where are we now? The correctional facilities, my happy place, because I'm not Jimmy, the correctional senior trainer for all the correctional authorities in Canada. Yeah, it's learning close quarters combat from a correctional guard who knows any day he's going to get popped off. Yeah, they tell you have a lot of benefits as a correctional guard.